Hello everyone, and welcome back with another comments video. It's been quite a while since I've done one of these, but I've been so busy with my schoolwork that I haven't really had the free time that I've been wanting. But with the new quarter comes a little bit of a calm before the storm, so I thought I'd get another comments video done so you guys can hear my opinions. Since I still don't have Google+, and I don't intend to, unless they force it upon me. Okay, let's start this off, shall we? First one I've got here is from Dominic Tenebra. Excuse me, I'm reading too fast. It's early, I just woke up about an hour ago. Dominic Treharn, that's it. 3 smiley faces. The first time I've been mentioned by name on a YouTube video, thank you. Also, you're one of the only 2 people who have pronounced my last name right on the first try. Congrats. P.S. A suggestion for an LP is Wild Arms 1 for the PlayStation 1. I just finished it last week and it's a good story. Plus, I think it's probably the kind of thing you're into. I used to have a bad ROM of it about 4 years ago. That froze at one point, so you couldn't get past it. But I found a new one a few weeks ago and got through it. Awesome game. Well, I'm glad I'm able to pronounce your last name right. I hopefully did it again. I'm not sure if I did or not. As for Wild Arms, I have heard of the game. I think I might have played it in the past, but I don't quite remember. I'd have to play it again and find out. I'm completely drawing a blank on the game now, though, all of a sudden. It's early for me, sorry. But yeah, I'll definitely take a look into it. If it's something I'm interested in, I might give it a try. Stuffy nose. First thing in the morning, of course. Anyways, next comment I've got here on the list is from Lil Dude and You. I don't normally like these types of games, but crap, I enjoy her just too much. This was a comment left on Shovel Knight. I'm glad I got you to enjoy something that you weren't quite into. My main focus as a Let's Player really is to interest you guys in something new if you haven't really tried it before. It does lets you look into it a little bit, and if you're interested in the game, it gives you a nice handy walkthrough as well. Not all of them are 100% though, but hey, if you enjoy it, that's what I'm aiming for. Alright, the next comment I've got on this list is from Mick4K6. Have you looked into the game SteamWorld Dig? I've read that it's on the eShop besides the PC version. The name does not ring a bell to me, and I haven't had the chance to look into it. It does sound like an interesting game, so I'll do a little bit of research, but as of right now, no, I have not heard of it, or looked into it for that matter. Okay, so the next comment I've got on my list here is from Kerusai1. She's not kidding when she says the difficulty ramps up. Ugh, so many deaths on the flying machine stage. That's another comment on Shovel Knight. And yeah, the difficulty actually ramps up quite nicely in Shovel Knight, I find. If you've ever played the Mega Man games before and tried to beat one of the harder bosses without their weaknesses, the difficulty ramps up quite high. I still surprise a lot of people with Mega Man X because I've defeated Boomer Quanger without the dash boots or any upgrades. I've actually gone to him as a first robot or Maverick and beat him, which is very rare. It took a lot of time, but I managed it. I just like to give myself a challenge every now and then without throwing my controller out the window. Not literally, really. Anyways, next comment I've got here is from BMO. Bank of Montreal. Didn't know that. I'm joking, I know it's BMO from Adventure Time. Anyways, the comment says, Incident 14 is my least favorite in the game, and that's on Mighty Switch Force 2. It's been a while since I've played the game, and I can't remember Incident 14, but if I'm remembering correctly, it was pretty difficult, especially to get the par time. I think I almost broke a controller trying to get the par time for it once. Again, this is kind of hazy memory I'm going off of, but hey, if I'm remembering right, then I am remembering right. Okay, so the next comment I've got on my list here is from Dark Jamaro 1. You should do Legend of Dragoon if you still believe. The name sounds familiar, but I don't think I've ever seen the game before. Honestly, it might not be my type of game, or it was just something I never came across of as a kid. I can't really say much about it, so I'll do a little research on it, but I already have my hands full with a list of games that I already want to Let's Play. It's just I need to get around to doing them. but I will definitely look into it. Anyways, on to the next comment here is from Blazing Nightmare 122 Leet Speak. It's not exactly a language I've learned fully. Anyways, the comment here says, "Hi, I'm new to your channel. I started watching you playing Tomba. You're so awesome." Hey, I'm glad you're interested in Tomba. I'm actually very happy with the feedback I've been getting on the game. So many people actually know about it, and it makes me smile that an underappreciated game like Tomba is getting that much love. I'm glad you're enjoying my channel, and I hope you enjoy the other Let's Plays and games I continue to work on doing, if I can get to them in time. Anyways, I'm gonna head on to my next comment here. It's from Adelaida Vasquez. I do apologize if I mispronounce that. It's written oddly on my screen. Anyways, the only thing it says is sigh on Frisia. I'm not sure how I should react to this one. I don't know if it's a sigh of relief or a sigh of disappointment or a sigh of liking it. If you elaborated on it a little more, I could definitely give you a better opinion. I do know I was using a pretty crappy microphone when I first recorded the song, and even re-recorded the song. I was still in high school at the time and still learning a little bit about Let's Playing, as well as dubs in general, so I know the quality's not the best, but honestly, I don't like to forget where I started. It just goes to show that I've improved much if you listen to my later stuff. But yeah, if you wanted to elaborate on that comment a little more, I'll gladly read into it. I love getting feedback. There are some negative ones that I tend to shy away from, but hey, it's just your opinion, right? Anyways, on to the next comment here. It's from Logan Hansen. You can do what I'm made of, escape from the city. Do you think you can do It Doesn't Matter from Sonic Adventure 2? And that comment was left on Believe in Myself, the very first cover or song I ever did on my channel. I'm actually glad you enjoy my covers there. I've been wanting to sing It Doesn't Matter for a while, but as of right now, I've got my hands full with other things. If I do get around to doing it, I may just do it. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'm glad you're enjoying everything. Okay, next one here is from Jade Farrow. I'm glad there are others who don't mind this game. Most people consider this one of, if not the worst game in the X series. But while I agree that it was horribly rushed and had the potential to be a lot better, I do actually enjoy this game and in fact like it better than X5. I too like that they kept the Japanese voice acting, especially after the atrocious English voice acting in Mega Man 8 and X4. I was very upset that Mega Man X Collection got rid of the voiceovers completely, and this is on my Mega Man X6 Let's Play. I'm actually glad that you do enjoy this game. It's not as bad as people make it out to be, and honestly, I don't think it's the worst. Anybody remember X7? I understand they were trying something new on the PlayStation 2 with it, with the 3D aspect, but the camera was just so close and the controls were just so clunky. It was horrible to play. I'm very surprised as a kid I even made it to the final boss. I still have yet to beat him, and when I do go back to want to beat him, I don't remember the controls at all. Honestly, X6 I think is better than X7 myself, but everyone does have their own opinion on a game, and it really comes down to what you remember, and if you've ever tried to go back and try it again. That's actually what happened to me with X6. When I was in high school, I could only beat 2 Mavericks. I could not beat anybody else, but when I went back to the game and tried it again, I found that I got better. It just came to trial and error after a while, and I suggest you guys, if you haven't played a game in a long time because you couldn't beat it as a kid, try it again. You might be able to figure something out that you didn't figure out in the past. And that's pretty much all I've got to say about that one. Anyways, on to my next comment here. Another one from Mick4K6. I believe Dandy was mentioned by name during his boss's conversation some chapters back. Also, I miss Super Missile, Pet Detective. Actually, I went back and read chapter 2 and Dandy was not mentioned at all. He's kind of the obscurity in the series. Really, I only figured out his name because of the CD soundtrack that I had found on YouTube of the game, stating when Beauty and Dandy's theme came up. That's actually how I figured it out, so I'm surprised that they didn't really mention Dandy's name. It's just a little off thing, but it happens, right? And yes, Missile is freaking adorable. I absolutely love Missile in this game. Stupid stuffy nose. Okay, next comment I've got here is from 90210 Manga. Nice job on the playthrough. Hope you do get to finish New Game Plus. And by the way, your Japanese sounded adorable. That was on my finale of Shovel Knight. Oh yes, I do know quite a bit of Japanese. I'm still studying it. I've got 3 books and I'm still reading through them. Even just going onto the Japanese websites and improving upon what I am learning has been helping too. It's interesting. The moment you actually learn the basics of the language, you kind of just get more interested into it and try to read the legit stuff as much as you can. And Google Translate's getting better? I can't really say, but it's fun messing around with and reading the Japanese websites, learning about a few things before people even know about them. Oh, stupid morning stuff, blah. Anyways, on to the next comment. This one is from Sony Nintendo Micro Boy. I wish you could play Swordcraft story Monogatari Hajimari no Ishi. It's on the Game Boy Advance. I looked into this game and it seems very similar to the Fire Emblem series, which is another series I've never actually played. I may do a little more research into it and see how it goes, but as of right now, I can't guarantee anything. Again, I do have a list of games that I want to Let's Play first, so it really comes down to what I can get around to doing. But I'll take a look into it, see what it's like. Okay, next comment is from Serious Armory. Nice videos. Did you know when you die and go to retrieve your money bags, you can hit them with your shovel and get them back? I actually do remember that being a thing in Shovel Knight. It's just because of the frustration that got into me and the fact that I was laughing at myself for being so stupid, I completely forgot about it. So I just ignored it and continued on. It's funny how the simpler things you can end up forgetting about. But yeah, it's a nice thing to bring up for other people who were watching and wanted to know that tip. Okay, next one here is from Icefang Frost. WTF, you're a good player. Yeah, for me, I like this song and Departure. See ya. And I believe that's on one of my Mega Man Zero videos. I'm glad that you enjoy what I'm doing, and honestly, I have fun as long as you guys are enjoying it as well. That's my main goal. I don't want to make money for this. It's a hobby, and honestly, I make them because I like seeing your guys' feedback. That's what makes me smile the most. And yeah, the Mega Man Zero series has a really great soundtrack. I'm glad that it's so upbeat and happy, and even the music fits the mood. Well, on to the next comment, shall we? This one here is from Chad Slusarski, I believe is how it's pronounced. Slusarski, yeah, I'm guessing that's right. I'm hearing Kaito High singing in the background. That's supposed to be the no vocal version. And that's from my comment on from my video Ashes to Ashes. Believe it or not, yes, that is the karaoke version. The Kaido voice you're hearing in the background is the harmony. Harmony is usually included in any no vocal or karaoke version of these songs, and it's something that you just can't get rid of unless you're really good at audio, I guess is the best way to describe it. So pretty much I did find the off-vocal version and I did record over it, but the harmony lyrics are always going to be there. That's something I just can't get rid of. I'm not a professional singer and I don't intend to be, I just do it for fun. And because some people like hearing English versions of the Japanese songs, just to show what they're actually singing about. Because sometimes subtitles aren't always accurate. But still, I understand your concern, but again, I do it for fun more than anything. I don't care how professional it sounds. I do want to get as much clarity as possible, though. Alright, next comment I've got here is from Konata Fan. Let me just adjust my screen here. Laugh out loud. Why do you always say characters learn the wrong spells? Krace learned Spell Edge in the Forest of Doubt. That was on my Mimana Let's Play, and I rewatched the video you left the comment on. I don't recall saying that they didn't learn wrong spells. I recall them saying, oh, they learned a new spell. Again, I was playing that back when I was still in high school, or just out of high school if I'm remembering right, and my quality isn't the best because of the computer issues I was having back then. I was actually recording that with an old Hauppauge with Windows XP computers, so yeah, the quality might not be the best in the world, but hey, I tried. Anyways, let's get on to my next comment list here. Next one here is from Ryan Brown. Glad to see I'm not the only one out there that has this game and has good taste on games. Stuffy nose. That was on Tomba. I do have an odd taste in games compared to most people and my friends around me, but a lot of my friends actually accept that. We've shown each other games that we've all liked, and honestly, the oddball games tend to stand out more for me, so I'm glad that games like this are enjoyed by a lot of people now. And actually, hearing that one video gamer review Tomba gave me quite the interest. It's obviously not a game that he likes, but I'm glad he showed it off at least. It just goes to show that everybody has their own taste in games. Alrighty here. Next comment I've got in the list is from Lloyd Elliott. At first I thought this is gonna be awesome, though I still feel that way now. But when I heard you sing, I was like, and the comment has a bunch of laughs in it, I've just shortened it for what I've got written here in my notepad. I still like it, and that was on, oh wow, I don't remember how the name's pronounced, but it was the X4 opening in Japanese. Yeah, that's the end of the comment there. I understand that. It was something I wanted to try. It was definitely a difficult song, especially for my tone of voice, but I still had fun, and I'm glad you still like it. That's always what I'm aiming for, is to make sure you guys enjoy, and hey, feel free to give your opinion. I'm not nitpicky. If you do get a little aggressive though, I may not even read it or just delete it. That's the only thing. I'm weird that way, I know. Anyways, what's this comment here? GamesFan34260 spends 15 minutes looking for a decent cover. Well, this is definitely better than the previous, but I get the feeling that this isn't your normal style. Don't get the wrong idea, you definitely did a lot better than most people, but I imagine you'd do even better on other songs. P.S. Is it your mic, or does your voice have some sort of effect on it that makes it sound weird? It just sounds like the mic range quitting from volume to me, but whatever, it doesn't bother me much as other people are bothered. That was on What I Made Of, the cover I did for that. I did that song back in 2012, so I didn't have the best mic quality in the world. That's probably what it is. I am still working on tweaking my mic volume, even with my new top quality headsets that I've been getting, when I don't destroy them. But yeah, back in 2012, I didn't have the best microphone in the world, so it didn't come out as clear as I wanted it to. So pretty much it was just a mic issue back then. I don't bother deleting them because I do like to always remember where I started, and it still sounds okay to me. But again, the mic wasn't the best in the world, so that's pretty much the reason it doesn't sound as good as a professional, and honestly, I don't want to be a professional, so that's just pretty much my opinion on the case. Stop running nose! Ugh, early mornings are the worst. Anyways, last comment I've got on my list here is another one from Madman Times. Stuffy nose. Good job as always. Your shows are worth the 2-week-long waits, even if they cause me not to check back every single day. Keep up the good work, and here is to hoping it doesn't take another half a month for the next episode. As I said though, they are worth the wait. If they weren't, I wouldn't still be here, and that was on my latest Ghost Trick episode. I'm glad you are still checking up on me every now and then. I do apologize that I'm not as consistent as I was before I started school, but my school is my top priority at the moment. I want to be able to get into the game industry so I can start making games or even just play testing them for the heck of it. But yeah, my main goal is to make a game, and sometimes I just don't have the time to record or even edit for that matter. I've got so many edited videos that I need to upload, and I just don't have the time to do it. But yeah, I've got some backlog recording done here. Not all of it for Ghost Trick, but for another Let's Play, if you guys have looked at my channel banner recently. So I hope you guys keep looking into that. So that is it for the comments list I've got this time. I really am glad to hear such great feedback and that you guys continue to comment even though I don't actually physically leave comments. These videos have definitely been a positive influence on my channel, and I'm glad you guys like hearing my feedback. So with that said, I'm gonna end it off here. I hope you guys enjoyed this comments video, and this is Autumchild saying I'll see you all next time.